What's going on, beautiful people? It's Why Not Us podcast. Is your host Ken J, and tonight we have Michelle in the building, and tonight we'll be talking about corruption and DPS dealing with mental health. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Feeling real good.
That's good. That's good. How are you feeling mentally?
I'm feeling well. Very well.
All
Working on
right,
myself.
that's what it is. I'm glad that you doing well mentally because that's everything. You know what I'm saying? Because our mental health matters.
Yes.
And sometimes people forget about mental health really mattering. You know what I'm saying? People don't really focus on that. So um,
It's
let
not
the
even
people.
about them forgetting about mental health. It's just that in the black community, it's like shunned upon.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. So tell the people what we'll be discussing tonight.
Well, tonight we're just basically gonna talk about some statistics with correctional officers and mental health, and then of course the experience that I went through that led me to this point right now.
Okay. Now I appreciate you coming to the platform. I really do. Um, I'm proud of you for saying what you feel, telling your story, nothing but the truth, and it is what it is, and your
Thank
truth
you.
matters.
Yeah.
So I'm hella proud of you. So I got to clap for you. Real talk.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud
Thank
of you.
you.
Big love, big energy. That's what we do.
It
So
has to start somewhere because people don't speak up on these issues because they're afraid of the retaliation or the backlash that you're going to get or losing your job. But right now, we have to let people know you matter. Okay, that business is still going to run whether you're here or not. And that's what people need to realize. Like, you have to put yourself first at some point. Your mental health matters. It needs to be talked about, and let's stop hiding it.
I totally agree. We got to stop hiding it and we got to stop getting mad at people because they're saying, yo, I feel this way. I feel this way. And just showing them away. They really need help. And I'm glad that you're about to shed light on, working with DPS.
Yeah.
So go ahead and break down the statistics for us. Let us know something.
So basically, like, that is a very stressful job within itself. Correctional officers at risk for anxiety, depression, post traumatic stress, and suicidal attempts. 10% of correctional officers have thought about killing themselves, but 73 haven't told anyone, meaning that many are suffering in silence. Yet, where do most training in DPS is like de-escalation, the use of force. We're gonna do this small physical fit test, but mind you, an inmate is physically doing something every day. But when you at work, you sitting down, you're not doing much. And then when it comes to like um the life expectancy for correctional officers is to the age of 59 compared to 77 years for a national average. There was a lieutenant who retired. Once he retired, he became a vegetable. Had a massive stroke or heart attack, I'm not sure, one or the other, but now he's a vegetable to this day.
That says a lot about stress and the job. Like for real, that says a lot about the job in itself. And DPS need to step their game up, period. You know what I'm saying? And really, they got
We
to.
should have like unlimited mental health facilities that we should have access to because people that don't speak about it, you're going through it in silence, so you're trying to deal with it with yourself. It's a bad idea. Then you surround yourself with the same people who work in DPS because you want someone around you that understands what you're going through, which that's not good because you have a dysfunctional support system. So
I,
where do you go from there?
Whew, I never looked at it like that, but that makes sense because everybody is operating in the same manner. You know what I'm saying? The same hell for real.
And then you have officers that's already saying, I feel like I'm locked up just as much as the inmate, but the inmates get treated better than I do. So why are we going to go to a supervisor where we know once we come to you, it could be some retaliation. Everyone in the prison going to know about it. There's no confidentiality. So what's in place really for the officer? Because if an inmate says anything about mental health, you're gonna get pulled. You're gonna pull them. A psychiatrist coming to talk to them. The chaplain. All this is going on. But when the officer comes to you to say mentally, in my case, I don't feel right. I feel like I'm a spaz out. I don't want to go to the outside with a gun. Just not feeling right. I get laughed at. Still get handed a weapon to go to that outside hospital. So we did this. I've done that 7 to 8 months before I took a vacation, came back, got into it with a lieutenant. A day later, I made a video about mental health awareness in the workplace. Next thing I know, I get a phone call to report to work. So I'm thinking I'm going in to talk about the altercation that happened. No, I get a paper in my face to tell me I'm being taken out because of the video that was posted on TikTok. I said, so are we going to speak about what led to this video? No. Are we going to speak about the incident that happened? No. But me being who I am, I spoke about it anyway. And the only response I got was, everything you need to know is in this packet. Which all the packet explained to me was why I was being taken out, the time I have, FMLA, and as of that day, I was placed on FMLA by my employer. My doctor never signed no paperwork, no nothing. This happened in January. What's today? What month are we in?
We in
August?
August. We in August. Yeah. We in August. And so with FMLA, right? Doesn't it have to be like you have to go to the doctor and get checked out and everything like that?
That's what I thought, but to now my recollection is that your employer could take you out if they feel or someone feel or the person that sent in felt from their perception what my mental health was.
Mm. So basically, they speaking for you.
That's what it seemed like, but you're using
Mm-hmm.
a video that I've done because, mind you, regardless of this video, I have talked to my lieutenant, I have talked to my captain, I have talked to my warden. Nothing was done. Then one day, my partner goes to, I forget what her position is, but goes to a higher up, personnel, whatever, and lets them know, okay, I'm trying to be moved. I can't be moved here because my fiance is here, but she's trying to get out of here. So the lady says, well, why is she trying to, move around? Well, this is what's been going on with her supervisors. Mentally, this is what's going on. The first thing this lady says is, they didn't pull her for a mental evaluation. So, mind you, this was before the vacation time, right? She tells my partner, have her fill out the transfer paper and give it to me personally. So when I come in, I got the paper. When she come in, hand it to her, you sign off. Okay. I go on vacation. I come back. I'm still in the same spot, but you already signed off and already knew the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm being forced to go to the outside hospital with the weapon. When, mind you, for the past, I'm gonna say like 2 months, y'all have accommodated me and left me inside because you seen how serious it was when I had to really like go in about the situation.
But they
So
they still try to send you outside to the hospital though with a gun.
only this one person, okay?
Mm. I got
So
you.
so mind you, the officer in charge is the lieutenant that I've been talking to it about, who's been keeping me in the building. You're standing right there. You let her call me out for this. When we go into the hallway, I'm like talking to my homegirl, like I should just go home. I'm not feeling right. So my homegirl, like, yeah, why would they send you out? I don't know. I should just go to the house. So then I hear, excuse me, can you come here? Okay, what's up? You going out because this is the call outs, ma'am. That has nothing to do with me. Mentally, I'm not going out. I haven't been going out. And if you want to talk to me, you're going to pull me to the side and talk to me and not in front of other people. Then you tell me you're an officer, so you're going to do what you're told to do.
Mm. Nah.
So that's when I hit you with the no, because I'm not a modern day slave. But the situation progressed. You follow me. We damn near titty to titty. You're a supervisor. You're the OIC that knew about it. You could have squashed all of that. But then still, y'all trying to make me put on a weapon after all of this. I had to take a step back and think about me. This is my livelihood. If I put this weapon on and go out, what may happen? What if I'm mentally messed up to where I went outside, sat in the car, and just pow? What if I went to the outside hospital, got into it with either the inmate I'm sitting on or a nurse? You know how easy it is to use any weapon when you could be a little cloudy and regret it for the rest of your life.
Right.
So I had
Right.
to choose me.
I totally understand that. But it's just like it's messed up because she talking about or whoever talking about call outs. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I try to tell people like these jobs really don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? You just a number, you just a body. You feel what I'm saying? You just a body. That's all. You're not a human to them. You're just a body. And yo, we humans out here, bro. If I'm yo, you already had it down like with the OIC, like yo, I already got this issue going on. You already know the situation. This the person that's in charge is actually letting me stay inside because like I know when you go outside to that hospital, it's a whole different beast. It's a whole different environment. Like it's different.
Right. So you called me in to take me out. I have been out since then, been going to the doctor, went to therapy. I'm good, right? So if this situation though is not handled between me and this one person, why would I walk back inside of there? Not only that, y'all don't communicate with me. I have left 57 emails. Ask me how many of them were answered.
How many was answered?
None. But if I don't call out, you will call me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting written up. I'm a no call, no show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you waiting for my time to run out to say, oh, you're not available, but y'all are not available. What is in place for officers?
Nothing's in place for officers. Nothing's in place for us. Well, officers. I should. Well, I used to be an officer, so I said us. But nothing's in place, honestly. Like I
Right.
said, you just a body. So you a body. So all the people called out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, you going to the hospital because we need you to go to the hospital. You feel what I'm saying?
And
But
my thing
bruh,
is, they don't
no.
even care about that situation. That means nothing to them. It's the video of me explaining that in the video and me saying how your employer should listen to you when you come to them saying, mentally, I don't feel right. Something is going on. Because me as a supervisor, let me tell you something. You come to me like, oh, I just ain't feeling right. Like mentally, oh, come on in the office. You need some water? Let me talk to you real quick. How are you? What's going on?
Yeah.
Because as a supervisor, why would I let you walk out of my sight mentally and I don't know where you at? You could hurt yourself, you could hurt others when we're supposed to protect the general public. So why wouldn't we protect the people that work with us also?
Mm, mm. Yeah, yo, you just said it. You just said a whole word right there. For
You
real.
right, you sit here and say this is my brother, this is my sister that I stand next to when I'm working. So why are we not protecting our brothers and sisters the same way we're protecting the general public? We're protecting inmates. The officer is the inmate.
That's deep.
The
That's
officer
deep.
is the inmate. We are we locked in just like them.
Mm-hmm.
You are stuck in one spot for 12.25 and could be up to 14 hours. So you can't even get a break if you're in the booth, okay?
No, you can't.
You can't even get a break if you have been stuck in one spot. Let me tell you something. You're supposed to call in. I feel like I'm about to go in. You're
Go
supposed to
ahead.
call in every hour if you in that tower, right?
Yeah.
I sat in the tower one night, had a whole panic attack. I called 15 times, not one answer. My homegirl come over the radio. When you not busy, basically hit me up. I ain't gonna use their codes. Hit me up.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, and I say back over the radio, well, that would depend if someone answers. All of a sudden, my phone ring and it's her. But only the person sitting in that office could transfer the calls. So you heard us over the radio, but you also seen that I called. But then if you flash me, the first thing you're
Yes.
gonna say is that I'm
You
asleep
asleep.
and I'm unavailable. I'm not alert. But you don't know
Yep.
what could be happening to someone inside of that tower.
Yep. That's it. If they flash you and you're not and you don't react to that flash, bro, that's like 18 months can go in your listen, they girl, people just don't care about people these days, and it's so sad. We got to take care of our people.
We have to take care of us. You have like back in the day when I worked there, it was a good squad. When I tell you it was a good squad, when the lieutenant hit that first hospital room, everyone knew in that hospital and every other hospital knew, yo, get right.
Mm-hmm.
So you alert, get right. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
People
yeah,
used to call and check on you, show up to your booth or saying, yo, you
yeah,
good?
yeah.
Now it's not like that. You short as hell. It could be one sergeant, one officer to a whole unit, and the unit is still running. Why is that unit not locked down? So you telling me what they have to do is more important than these two lives that showed up? Facts. I spoke to my 12. Don't get a break.
Hell no, you ain't gonna get no break. And then sometimes, like, if you don't have enough people to actually like relieve you, sometimes you gotta use you gotta do what you gotta do. Like you gotta use that bathroom, like because if you don't get no break and you gotta clean the toilet stool and all that right there because it's not enough people to actually relieve you from your post. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? They not even talking about like sometimes we get stuck. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you working 12.25 hours, then you got to add the extra 4. So you working a whole 16 hours and they still want you to come back. They still want you to come back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's really real. You know what I'm saying? That was like maybe like 11, 12, 11 or 12 years ago for me.
So imagine being there today where you're very short.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine being there right now. If that was 12 years ago, you be at the outside hospital, you call your sergeant to come relieve you so you can stretch your legs, wake up a little bit. Because
Mm-hmm.
your whole
Mm-hmm.
point is, I feel like the whole point of a rover being out there is to keep you alert. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
you on your toes. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna check on you. Go.
Yeah.
Oh, you might need to take a walk. Go get some fresh air. Stand outside. Do something. That's what you're there for. But no, you have sergeants that would rather go and sleep all night in certain officers' rooms because you know they gonna go for that shit.
You right though. You right. It's like really backwards, you know what I'm saying? Like you can give all your time, you know what I'm saying? You can have a good rapport, you know what I mean? You could just show up, you do everything you're supposed to do at the job, you know what I'm saying? But your mental health, like how you think I'm operating is my mental. Like that's how I'm able to operate. Because once you have a breakdown with your mental and you in that facility, and matter of fact, when you outside the facility with a gun, yo, we got a gun on our hip. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm not right mentally, and I'm telling you this, and how
Even if
about
you're
somebody?
not worried, even if you're not worried about me, you should be worried about everybody else
Yeah,
because I have the gun.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody is like, oh, well, that's your job and whoop, wop, wop, wop. That's fine. But in the whole 9 year spans I've been here and never had a break. So if I come to you mentally, I ain't right. You should listen to that. Especially if you say, oh, you're a strong officer, you should be a sergeant, and we need this person to go out there, and that's you, and whoop the wop wop wop. But then I come and tell you mentally, okay, something ain't right, and you laugh. No, you should have said, well, let me pull you for a mental evaluation. We're gonna send you home tonight, and this is the steps that you need to take. No, instead, I have been emailing them to find out the steps I need to take. Like I'm calling you, I'm calling this person, I'm trying to reach out to this person, I'm doing that.
See, this is the beginning. Like this is the steps because they mess with the wrong person. They mess with you.
Yeah,
So
because
they
all my
mess with
time is about gone. So now I'm just like, oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
They mess with the wrong person. They really did.
Girl, I have, what is it, six and a half or seven books that I've been writing in just from working in the prison. I have dates, I have times, I have the inmate I sat with, who was working with me, who was my supervisor.
Hmm.
So why wouldn't I write down every time I told you or spoke to someone about this issue? And then when I even, oh girl, after one day after I told them, like, no, y'all think I'm playing, I'm really about to spaz out. The captain says something on the stage about how short we was, walked off the stage, comes up to me and says, and you feel like you about to spaz out?
See, that's what I'm and that's what I'm telling you. Remember, we was having a conversation that the lieutenants, the captains, the sergeants, not every sergeant, not every captain, not
Not
every
every,
lieutenant,
not
not
every.
everyone, but they don't have power at home, so they try to be bigger than what they are. And I told them, like, bro, I put on my pants like you put on your pants. I don't care about this job. I don't
But do
care
they
about
fail to
this.
realize the gray shirts is the one who is on the first, who is, first
Yeah.
up in line. We
Mm-hmm.
running the this is what we're dealing with, and you are sitting at your desk in the comfortable chair, laid back, feet up, probably sleep, don't want to even answer to what's going on because you don't want to do no paperwork. Like, girl, it's just mind boggling to me every time I think about it or talk about it. Like, get a little flustered. Feel
I
like
understand
anxiety kicks
though.
in.
Hey, I understand. I mean, basically, you putting in your blood, sweat, and tears behind a job, and they not even taking you serious. So
When
I
you can
get
walk
it.
in that place and not walk out.
Facts.
So many officers since I've been in there have walked in, maybe other prisons, but still they have not walked out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you have people, I've been there since two people committed suicide
Mm.
that work in the prison. I've been there since a unit manager. You might as well say he was killed because he got resuscitated twice in there from being attacked. So then you had officers that were attacked or stabbed that wasn't at work, but now we don't speak on these people. That's an issue for me. And that's what started it. Then I saw an officer hit another officer with a van, like in front of my face. I'm the one who ran down there, take my shirt off, put it under his head because he's bleeding out. So now this is when all my mental is like, but then when I think I'm okay with that, y'all tell me I am mandated to speak in court about the situation that happened.
So it's just like, man, it's like it really is a mind. Yo, it's a lot. It's a lot working in the prison. You know what I'm saying? It's just not like, yo, we working in the prison. No, it's actually serious.
You can be in there, you take that home with you, but you got babies that you still have to love and care for, but you're so messed up in your head in this negative mind state where you can't even love on your child the correct way, or you and your partner is getting into it because you're so stressed out because you have no outlet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you want
Right.
us to come in here and you drain us in this negative ass environment. Let me. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry.
You good.
Oh,
Yep.
it messed your sound up.
Can you hear me?
I could hear you, but now it's like, and
You
it was
know.
my mother.
So we most definitely gonna have to do a part two of this. Most definitely gonna do a part two of this.
Yeah, because I ain't even go over like majority of the statistics with PTSD and stuff like that. And it's just so much, and in my head it'd be like so much I want to say at one time and just can't, you know. We gonna get
So yeah, because I guess the phone call just, you know. But it'll be a part 2. And once again, this is Why Not Us podcast, and it'll be a part 2.